This is Nicolette Savatiri from the Fiercely Independent Network, and today we are at Tinker Street Cinema for a viewing of My So-Called High School Rank.
I'm Ricky Stearn. I'm a co-director, co-producer of My So-Called High School Rank.
And I'm Annie Sunberg, and I did all of that on the same film. This is a film that is about a high school musical. It's about the pressures of being a teenager, navigating school and stress around college, and it's also about...
It is about a musical called Ranked that travels to schools in California, West Virginia, and the Bronx in New York. And we see through COVID, through the pandemic, how the musical really becomes a soundtrack for all of our experiences of the pressure and anxiety we're feeling during that time. Filming through COVID, especially in the beginning, was very, very difficult. And over time, I think like the film community and the arts community rose to the occasion, and everyone kept on working. But in the beginning, it was very difficult, especially filming in schools.
Right. I think that's the hardest thing is like everybody's doors were shut to filmmakers. So you get creative, and I think we're all really tired of Zoom at this point. But yeah.
And saying, could you please put your mask off for 1 minute so we can get your face without your mask?
Right. My favorite was that a woman came up to me just now and said, my 15-year-old son cried through the back half of the film. He loved it. And that made me really happy.
Oh, yeah, it's always really fun. This is the second time I've seen it with an audience, and it's so fun to hear people laughing at moments that we thought were charming and wonderful with high school students and crying with them. It was really, there's nothing like seeing a film with a live audience.
Fiercely or independent? Do I have to choose a word?
Well, it's together. It's fiercely independent.
I think fiercely independent means... Well, it's fun. We were just talking about this up on stage, which is our film is all about how things get ranked. And David, who is one of the musical masterminds behind the musical, his whole theory is to be fiercely independent is to choose something irregardless of how people judge you or rank you.
Yeah, and I would say in making this film, while we made it with HBO, we had to be fiercely independent because we were persevering through 3 years of making this movie, not only through COVID, but just trying to track schools, trying to track high school students. And Annie and I have made several films about high school students, and every time we do it, we say, never again, never again. Tune in to My So-Called High School Rank.
Yep. And you guys have a pretty awesome festival.
Yeah, we love Woodstock.
For more about the Fiercely Independent Network and to learn more about the Woodstock Film Festival, visit www.woodstockfilmfestival.org.